Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. The doctor is in for another live stream today. So let's see what we got going on. We're farming some potions. Probably going to do a little arena. I'm using my favorite champion to farm potions, and that's Colossus. So let's see how this works out here. So let's see how many potions I got so far. I'm using a lot of potions right now for the side quest. So I got 17. I want to have about 50. So that means I'm going to have 32 in my inventory, and I'll have 18 that will be sitting in my overflow. So I'm just going in and doing the first two fights and then coming right back out. Alright, so who do we got? So we've got our 5-star rank 5 Colossus, and then I've got Omega Red. Now, why do I have Omega Red? Well, let's see what Colossus has got on him right now. So for Colossus, let's go here. Let's go to Edit, and then it'll be better. It'll be easier. Okay, so for Colossus, we've got Juggernaut, and so Juggernaut gives us a +1 attack rating per armor buff. And then he also gives us a +155 to critical rating. And critical rating is really important because that's where all Colossus's damage comes from. And then Omega Red, +4 critical damage for each. No, that's Omega Red. So +2 attack rating for each armor buff. And well-timed blocks grant an additional armor buff. So whenever I parry, I'm going to get 2 instead of 1. Okay, and then what does Professor X give us? So the first one is a +25% special attack damage for each cerebro, and he's only got 1 cerebro charge, so that's all we're ever going to get on that. Start the fight with an indefinite armor buff, granting 15% armor rating. And then I've got Emma Frost, and plus 15% prowess effect duration for each 3, and that doesn't really do a whole lot because it's for duration for prowess effects, and we don't really have any, but that's not why I've got her. So the reason I've got her is because of this synergy right here, that Colossus gets +2 increased power gain for each armor up buff. So that's super, super important because that gets us a lot of power gain, which we need because he's all about his special 2. And then in addition, all champions get another 155 critical rating. So for 310. Okay, so we're gonna save that and we're gonna go in. So the biggest, and I'm gonna do a video about this at some time. The biggest problem with Colossus is he is 50% suicide friendly, so he still takes damage from poison. He doesn't take any damage from bleed, and because of that, he doesn't heal himself very well. But because he's got Professor X in here, and because he's got this synergies bonuses, he does heal a little bit. So if I didn't have Professor X in here, he wouldn't heal at all. So he heals like 2 points every half second, and this one he's going to heal like 20 every half second, which isn't enough for my taste. So that's one of the problems, is he's only half useful for suicides. The other problem is he's not a recoil-friendly champion. So every time I use a special attack, he is going to take recoil. It's going to take 5% recoil damage. You'll see his health go down by 5%. And then because he doesn't heal very fast, it takes forever for him to get that back. So I categorize champions in 3 categories. those that are, and it's usually based off of the perspective of suicides and recoil. So there are suicide unfriendly champions. So they can't do anything about either the poison or the bleed. They just take it. And then there's kind of these half or full suicide friendly champions who can't do anything about the recoil, and Colossus is one of those. Crossbones is another one, so he can get rid of both of those buffs, those debuffs. But he has no way of healing himself. So when he starts using his specials, and he's about special 1, because that gets him his Furies, then he'll just take damage and nothing he can do about it, unless he can heal in between fights. And then there's the fully suicide-friendly and recoil-friendly champions, and that's things like Angela. Angela is completely friendly-free for all of that stuff. She can get rid of... She still takes poison damage, but she gets a ton of heal, which means she doesn't really care about the poison damage she's taking, because she actually heals more than she's taking in poison. And because her healing level is so high that she can use her special attacks, which aren't that great to begin with, and she'll heal the damage back that she takes. Another fully friendly champion is Immortal Abomination. So he's essentially immune to poison. He's not immune, but he takes 100% less damage, so he doesn't really take damage from poison. Because he has so many debuffs, and his self-poisons count as debuffs, he heals and from willpower. And then the poison damage eventually ends, and then because he heals so much, he can use his specials, which his specials are really important. His special 2 is really important. And then he can get rid of that 5% damage he takes from recoil. So I think that Kingpin is also in that fully friendly category. So let's get into this. Let's see what we can do. We're trying to get potions, but I'm also doing one other thing. I'm trying to see the maximum amount of damage I can do with either a light attack, a heavy attack, a special 1, or a special 2. And I've gotten up to 104,000 points of damage with one hit out of the special 2, which is amazing. I think I had like 34 armor ups on Colossus, which is not easy to do. That's not easy, and you will never do that in a regular fight. You can only do that here in Realm of Champions, or Realm of Legends. I'm sorry. Right, first mistake. So you see, he's got 7. So if I can block, he's got 7 right now. That's going to go down to. Okay, so I can parry those, and that gets me extra, so those are well-timed blocks. So as soon as I parry that, I'm trying to talk and concentrate on this at the same time. Okay. As soon as I parry those, because he can parry ranged attacks, I get armor ups for that. And then he has a certain percent chance to convert armor ups. I got 1. So out of that one, I'm only going to get 1. That one I got 2. There's a 13,000. That's got 2 there. Greatest. Oh, we got to slow down in our. So let's let that catch up a little bit. let's see what we can do against Classic Captain. I guess this is Classic Captain. Classic Captain Marvel, not Classic Miss Marvel. So I think I just got 2 from that. We just got 2 more. So every time I parry, I get 2 more. And I probably could parry that. Those are hard to do. 13. So I want to try and accumulate as many of these armor ups as I can from doing these parries. There's about a, right now I think it's about a 40% chance that they'll convert over. There's a 54,000. So there's a 50% chance that each one that he's got will result in another armor up. The damage goes down right away. Okay, so see, we got a potion. We'll do one more round of this, and then we're going to go into arena, I think. We'll exit, and I like this new setup that they have that allows us to either end the quest or restart. I want to restart because we just want to go right back to the beginning of this and then do it all over again. Because if you end it, you go out all the way and you have to come in, you have to let everything load up again. So, all right, let's try that all over again. in there. I've seen a 47,000 out of one of those basic hits from the from one of those light hits from his special. Really good. So nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular happening with that right now. That was a pretty big one. A little far behind. 58, almost 59,000, so that wasn't too bad, I guess. So let's exit out of this. Let's end the quest and see what we got for potions. So we got 20 of those and 9 of the level 3 team potions and 20 of the level 3 health potions. So, like I said, I want 50. Alright, let's go into... we're going to do a little arena here. So I've been working on the featured 4-star arena. We got some help we got to do here. I don't think my guys have regenerated yet from this morning. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. So how much time do we got on those 5 stars? We got 3 hours and 29 minutes. So we got a while. So I've been working on this. As soon as I hit 4 million points, I'm going to stop. Because I don't really care about the 4-star offer that's in here, because I've already got all 3 of those as 4 stars. But when I get 4 million points, I get this 3-star box that helps me. Basically, I'm just doing these for chips. So we're doing the we're working on the basic 4-star, which I don't care about the champ, but I care about the units and the chips in here. So what fight are we at? We're at fight 11 to 12. So I use my rank 1s. So we'll use those guys. And I only do 2 fights. And then when I hit 13, I'll switch over to my 4 stars. So yeah, that's a yes, and those are no's. Okay. So we'll quit out of this. I don't care about this. Just want to get to 13. That's all we want. Fight 13 or win streak 13. Fight 14. That gets us to the beginning of the infinite streak. Dr. Doom. I don't like Phoenix or Ebony Maw, so we're going to go with Fury. And I like Storm Pyramid X for her glancing blow stuff. She's pretty good. She's a little beefy because of that. And then her special 2 is just nasty. Okay, so we want that. Let's switch these guys. There we go. Okay. Maybe I'll do all 3 of these fights. shocked to death. Doom Special 2 is very nasty. Here it comes. And there it goes. I think we'll do the final fight. He's not going to do any bleed, so nope. He won't look spectacular, so we won't mess around with him. Alright, so we're in the beginning of the infinite streak. So we go back down to our 4 stars. And I go all the way down here to Sunspot, She-Hulk, and Kingpin. And then we start working our way up until we hit match 20, and then we can go all the way to the top and start doing our maxed out 4 stars. And then I'll start using, if I've got any boosts, I'll start using those. So I don't want that. Yeah, I want that. Okay. That's where we want to go. Computer is really slow today. Alright, I think this is where we're going to end our live stream because I've got to do some maintenance on my computer because it is slow. So that's all we're going to do for today. So thank you for tuning in.